Welcome to the not the live stream. Welcome to the channel. Let's look at YFI. Let's look at this. I went through, so this is a coin that I've kind of haven't paid attention to for a while, but I just looked at it. It's so volatile. It's like, man, I could make a lot of money trading this because it's so volatile, but it's also, I don't want to say it's predictable. But I think it's kind of predictable. So we're gonna look at this right now. I am gonna start day trading this and doing short-term swing trades on this. So if it's pumping like crazy, I'll stay in the trade maybe a day or two. But I'm gonna probably start trading this on the 3-minute time frame, and I'll look at all the time frames into my trades. But I'm gonna probably base my trades on the moving average on the 3-minute time frame. So we'll see what happens. And yeah, so I just entered a long on YFI on the 3-minute time frame. I looked at the 1 minute for an entry, but I'm basing it off the 3-minute. So I'm basing it off the uptrend that we have going on here. And I could have entered all the way down here. I mean, at that point, you don't know it's an uptrend, right? Maybe here I could have entered. But I got interest now at $10,325. We'll see what happens. But let's break this down. I don't see a lot of videos, or at least not a lot of recent videos on YFI. And it's interesting because at one point, YFI in the last bull run went to $100,000. Before it got started, it started like at $30. It went from $30 to $96,000. So it didn't go to $100. It went to $96,000. That's insane. And then now in the bear market, it went down to $4,000 or $5,000, and now you're back at $10,000. And the other day, you're at $16,000, or last week. So to me, there's money to be made here, and I'm going to watch this like a hog. I'm going to start trading it, and I'll probably post regular videos of this now because to me, this is a hot coin. Market cap's only about $300 or $400 million. I don't know exactly. It's in that range. It's nothing crazy. This could still do another 10x, go back to the all-time highs, and probably go at least to 100,000 for a higher high. We'll see what happens, but so that's why I'm a little bit excited about this because I think I finally found a coin that can be easy to trade, predictable, but also extremely volatile, so we can make money on it. So let's look at this. So on the weekly time frame, I don't care if we pull back. I don't care if we pump. Right now, the weekly time frame says that we do get a correction to the downside, probably lower than we are right now. So the short-term uptrend I'm in probably won't last very long. That's fine. Whatever. Who cares? So if we go to the 3-day, that's also going to dump. Maybe I just said that. Weekly is going to... Oh, the daily and the 3-day and the weekly look exactly the same. Money flow on the weekly looks bearish. The 3-day looks bearish. The daily still looks bearish, and the daily RSI is almost oversold. So we'll see what happens, but right now it is likely that, so maybe on the daily you get a dead cat bounce when this gets oversold. Right now I still think give another day or two of consolidation or maybe downtrend. If we look at the 12-hour, these are bearish engulfing candles, right? So I would say you have support at 8,700. That seems like a good area of support. Or you can even bring this down a little bit and say that the support's more like 8,300. But I would say it's between, I would just go in the middle. Say it's 8,500 is where you have support. So that's just what I see going on. Yeah. That's what I see going on the 12-hour. Let's go down to the 8-hour. 8-hour time frame. Oversold. Money flow actually looks halfway decent on the 8-hour. It's not completely oversold on the 8-hour. It's not completely sold on the 12-hour. The 6-hour isn't oversold. The 4-hour time frame is almost oversold. The 4 hours, so I would say that probably tomorrow the 4-hour time frame does continue up. Like I just entered long. I know I'm basing this trade on the 3-minute time frame, but likely I could possibly be able to be in this trade all of tomorrow while this RSI gets a bounce. It's very likely, I would say, that you are due for a bounce here on the 4-hour time frame. 3-hour, you can see that bounce is starting to occur on the stock RSI, ever so slightly starting to curve up on the stock RSI. Money flow looks super good. Like this could be a good swing trade on the 3-hour time frame. The 2-hour looks good. The 1 hour looks good for a move to the upside. I will say this. I'd be cautious. I'd watch the smallest of time frames. The 30 minutes overbought. At the end of the day, that's a lower high. The 50 minutes overbought. At the end of the day, that's a lower high, even from here. So I would be careful. Right now, I would say YFI has massive resistance at 10,500, 10,600, between that range. So if you break 10,600, I could see a move coming to 11,200. That would be your next resistance that I see for YFI. If we could break 10,000, I think the 4-hour time frame says that the 4-hour time frame is likely to push you up to 11.2. If that happens, I will make a lot of money. I'd be happy. Nothing crazy, but for my small account, that's $1,000. That's about $1,200 right now. I would love this move to the upside. So we'll see what happens. But to me, it's likely that sometime tomorrow you get the move to at least 11.2. We'll see. But short term, you must break. I would say 10,600 for that to happen. If you break 11,200, then if we go back and just zoom out, you dumped so fast. You know, I would say that 14.5 would be 14.7, 14.8 even is really the next massive resistance if you can get above 11.2. I will say there's not a lot of resistance above us. There's definitely some. But then, 15.7 is on the table and a lot of other places. So we'll see what happens. But there's definitely price action above us. But, the price action that's above us would be 11,200 and then 15.8. That's from 11.2 to 15.8, even on 2x leverage, that's a decent amount. And if my goal is to make, I would love to start making 200 or 300 a day. Right now, I'm not doing that. But if I could start making 200 or 300 bucks a day, that'd be awesome. So we'll see what happens. But that's kind of what we see going on for YFI is they move to the upside. About 11,200 is likely tomorrow because the 4-hour time frame is way overdue for the dead cat pounce. Even the dead cat pounce. Even the 8 hours overdue for a 12-hour isn't quite ready, but the 8-hour is ready. So we'll see what happens. But I'm looking for a move to the upside on YFI. I'm in a trade right now. Stop is 10,150, and we'll see what happens. If you guys have requests for other altcoins, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll look at it. Otherwise, in trade safe, always use a stop loss, and I'll see you guys in the next update. I'll be live Friday at 11 p.m. or at 3 p.m. Central Time as well. So that's what we